Let's develop our kids' skill with Iota Kids. A really fun and interactive app. You can record yourself reading a story and share it with your social media friends. You can exercise together with many cute characters. You can play games that train and sharpen your logic. You can practice drawing. You can sing your favorite songs with recording karaoke feature. You can get daily rewards and test your luck with Claw Machine to get more. You can collect digital items and customize your own digital room with the rewards you got. And you can go to the store to get your favorite merchandise and digital products. You can also join our competition in the app and win prizes. It will be fun. So what are you waiting for? Download Iota Kids now and be the star generation.
What's an example of something good that just got better? Introducing Go Greener Carbon Offset 2.0. We're making it more relevant to this new reality we're living in because you now work from home more than you go out, and you're using your air conditioner more than your hair dryer. So how does this impact the world we live in? At home, you use the laptop and the air conditioner and the laptop, and you go check the fridge and use the TV. And have we mentioned the laptop? Working with Im, we're adding this new carbon footprints in the scientific carbon calculator. And once more, technology and science give you the power to care for the planet from the palm of your hands. Go to the Gojek app and find the Go Greener Carbon Offset tile. Calculate your carbon footprint by how much you binge TV shows, your use of everyday electricity, and the carbon calculator will convert it into a number of trees needed to absorb them. Cool, huh? We're not done. Go Greener Carbon Offset 2.0 also now has additional locations. Hey, maybe it's close to your grandma's. Go tell her Gojek will double up the trees planted in all 5 locations. Oh, did I tell you we're very, very, very transparent? You can see how much your carbon footprint translates to, exactly how many trees, the exact tree varieties, and exactly where and when they will be planted. And after we tag and plant those trees down, you get to watch them grow from the monitoring dashboard. Not cool enough? Okay, let us remind you. This is the first that enables individual participation in carbon offsetting in the world! Want to join the cool gang that cares for the earth? Give it a try! Go Greener Carbon Offset!
Negara ini negara besar, Indonesia ini negara besar, perlu pemerataan di semua wilayah, timur, tengah, barat, semuanya harus mendapatkan kue yang sama. Sehingga 10 tahun yang lalu saya menyampaikan bukan Jawa sentris, tapi Indonesia sentris. Tidak dari pusat, tetapi membangun dari pinggiran, membangun dari desa, membangun dari wilayah terluar.
little think about the idea. The idea is, I would say, crazy idea.
Yeah, that's true.
Really crazy.
Bravo for me.
But bravo for being crazy, because great things are made from crazy ideas. And Mr. Parosky's idea truly very, very wonderful, remarkable, and we hope great things can happen from this area in Dolan.
Good morning, Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to the Indonesia-Europe Business Forum 2024. Our event will be commencing shortly, therefore we invite you to please enter the ballroom and take your seats. Once again, we welcome you to the Indonesia-Europe Business Forum 2024. Our event will be commencing shortly, therefore we invite you to please enter the ballroom and please take your seats. Thank you very much.
up our kids' skill with Iota Kids. A really fun and interactive app. You can record yourself reading a story and share it with your social media friends. You can exercise together with many cute characters. You can play games that train and sharpen your logic. You can practice drawing. You can sing your favorite songs with recording karaoke feature. You can get daily rewards and test your luck with Claw Machine to get more. You can collect digital items and customize your own digital room with the rewards you got. And you can go to the store to get your favorite merchandise and digital products. You can also join our competition in the app and win prizes. It will be fun. So what are you waiting for? Download Iota Kids now and be the star generation.
What's an example of something good that just got better? Introducing Go Greener Carbon Offset 2.0. We're making it more relevant to this new reality we're living in because you now work from home more than you go out, and you're using your air conditioner more than your hair dryer. So how does this impact the world we live in? At home, you use the laptop and the air conditioner and the laptop, and you go check the fridge and use the TV. And have we mentioned the laptop? Working with Jejak Im, we're adding this new carbon footprints in the scientific carbon calculator. And once more, technology and science give you the power to care for the planet from the palm of your hands. Go to the Gojek app and find the Go Greener Carbon Offset tile. Calculate your carbon footprint by how much you binge TV shows, your use of everyday electricity, and the carbon calculator will convert it into a number of trees needed to absorb them. Cool, huh? We're not done. Go Greener Carbon Offset 2.0 also now has additional locations. Hey, maybe it's close to your grandma's. Go tell her, Gojek will double up the trees planted in all 5 locations. Oh, did I tell you we're very, very, very transparent? You can see how much your carbon footprint translates to, exactly how many trees, the exact tree varieties, and exactly where and when they will be planted. And after we back, tag, and plant those trees down, you get to watch them grow from the monitoring dashboard. Not cool enough? Okay, let us remind you. This is the first that enables individual participation in carbon offsetting in the world! Want to join the cool gang that cares for the earth? Give it a try. Go Greener Carbon Offset.
Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, once again we welcome you to the Indonesia-Europe Business Forum IEBF 2024. We will be beginning our event shortly, therefore we invite those who are still at the foyer area to please enter the ballroom and please take your seats. We will be beginning our event very shortly. We invite everyone to enter the ballroom and please take your seats. Thank you very much.
Ini negara besar, Indonesia ini negara besar, perlu pemerataan di semua wilayah, timur, tengah, barat, semuanya harus mendapatkan kue yang sama. Sehingga 10 tahun yang lalu saya menyampaikan bukan Jawa sentris, tapi Indonesia sentris. Tidak dari pusat, tetapi membangun dari pinggiran, membangun dari desa, membangun dari wilayah terluar.
Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the Indonesia-Europe Business Forum IEBF 2024 welcoming or opening will be beginning shortly. For those of you still outside the foyer area, we invite you to please enter the ballroom area and please take your seats. We will be beginning our event very shortly. Once again, for those who are still at the foyer area, please enter the ballroom as we will be beginning our event shortly. Thank you very much.
speak about the idea. The idea is, I would say, crazy idea.
Yeah, that's true.
Really crazy. Crazy,
Bravo, bravo, Famira.
but bravo for being crazy, because great things are made from crazy ideas. And Mr. Paroski's idea truly very, very wonderful, remarkable, and we hope great things can happen from this area in Dolan.
Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we will be beginning the Indonesia-Europe Business Forum 2024. For those of you still at the foyer area, we invite you to please enter the ballroom. And for those in the seats in the back, you are more than welcome to occupy the seats in front of you. Everyone is more than welcome to occupy the seats close to the stage. Therefore, for those who are sitting in the back areas, we welcome you to fill in the seats closer to the stage. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Tari Kreasi Ondel-Ondel Betawi from Sanggar Tari Ranting Laras, Indonesia. Give a round of applause to Sanggar Tari Ranting Laras, Indonesia. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the Indonesian national anthem, Indonesia Raya. You may now be seated. His Excellency Mr. Ibnu Wahyu Tomo, Expatriate General for Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Indonesia. Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Indonesia-Europe Business Forum 2024. I'm Timothy Marbun. I'll be your host for this welcoming ceremony. What we have just witnessed is a performance of Tari Kreasi Ondel-Ondel Betawi hailing from our host city, which is Jakarta. For those of you who have been in Jakarta for a while, you might be very familiar with the traditional dress and also the music. Now, this is a traditional Betawi dance featuring colorful costumes with lively moments or movements to traditional music, which celebrates joy and showcasing Indonesian hospitality during festivals and ceremonies such as what we are having today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the Indonesia-Europe Business Forum, IEBF, is a festival for business opportunities, and it is a forum dedicated to facilitate greater cooperation and business partnerships between Indonesia and European countries. The forum is expected to increase trade and investment commitments from European countries to Indonesia, also raise awareness of potential business opportunities in Indonesia, and enhance business-to-business cooperation and partnerships. IEBF 2024 welcomes participants ranging from high-level government officials to C-level individuals from corporations in leading and strategic industries in Indonesia and European countries. Now, this is organized by the Directorate General for American and European Affairs of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Indonesia. IEBF 2024 brings the theme Promoting Indonesia-Europe Business Collaboration Towards a More Sustainable and Equitable Economic Development. Now, we have 5 primary sectors in focus. The first is technology and innovation. The second is green and blue economy. The third is tourism, culture, and hospitality. The fourth is creative industry. And the fifth is healthcare industry. Now, a little about 2023, ladies and gentlemen. This year marks the second edition of IEBF, which commenced last year. And last year, it generated a total transaction worth $72.37 million with the live signing of 8 memorandum of understandings or letter of intent between Indonesian and European companies. Now, IEBF 2023 last year also facilitated more than 60 in-person business matchings and also 19 virtual business matchings, which resulted in 19 business deals with a potential transaction of around $2 billion. As a continuation, IEBF 2024 will consist of several key events, which includes business signing ceremony and business announcements, business pitchings, business matchings, and special for this year, the installment of a mini showcase. Additionally, the participants are involved to a networking lunch, which we will also have. Our event today also supports the participation of European business persons at TEI, the Trade Expo Indonesia, on the 9th to 12th of October 2024. Now, the business pitching sessions will provide a platform for prospective partners to showcase potential areas of cooperation and investment opportunities in Indonesia in a TED Talk style that outlines business opportunities to potential investors and also buyers. The business matchings are being conducted before and after this welcoming session, offering participants from both Europe and also Indonesia the opportunity to connect with potential partners and explore valuable business opportunities. Please feel free to contact our team if you feel the need to conduct an impromptu meeting with a matching company. You could also do that. Just contact our team. Now, after the end of this welcoming session, we invite you all to venture into our mini showcase, which offers a vibrant exhibition of Indonesia's leading companies, startups, and also business institutions. Participants are invited to explore these booths during all the IEBF sessions for potential collaborations and insights, which you may find in the ballroom B, which is next to us. You've probably already been there as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's begin today's agenda with business pitching session. We have 6 speakers from the most prominent industries in Indonesia, as you will be seeing on the screen behind me. Now, all these speakers will be delivering a TED Talk style presentation of their respective companies and associations. They include the Secretary General of National Special Economic Zone Council, SEZ, the Indonesia Carbon Capture and Storage Center, ICCSC, also from Assembler, from Bio Farma Group, from Mustika Ratu Tbk, and from the Indonesian Animation Industry Association, or INAKI. If you do have any questions about the presentations for our speakers regarding the companies in general, you can easily scan the QR code, which you could find behind your ID badge. So if you check your ID badge, there's a QR code behind it. You can scan that code, and you will be able to ask your questions there. And according to the time that we will have later, we'll be asking those questions to the speakers. If not, you could also ask the speakers directly during the networking lunch. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our first speaker. He previously served as the acting head of administrator for the Gresik Special Economic Zone and acting deputy director for planning at the Indonesian Coordinating Ministry for Economic Affairs. He is now the head of Bureau of Investment, Cooperation and Communication, the Secretary General of National Special Economic Zone Council, SEZ. Let's welcome with a round of applause Mr. Bambang Wijanarko.
Good morning, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to introduce, I'm Bambang Wijanarko. I'm from the Special Economic Zones Authority. So I represent several special economic zones that we have put outside. So today, actually, I would like to introduce the immense opportunities what SEZ offer investment for highlighting the key sectors and the benefits that make Indonesia as a prime destination for the business. So let's start by looking the Indonesia uniqueness and attractiveness option as a global for the investors. So Indonesia offers several advantages, several compelling reasons to invest. Like we have abundance of natural resource that it is becoming the foundation of the industries like mining, petrochemicals, or probably agriculture industry. And second, we also have a strategic location with an entry point of the Asian market. We have the largest population, more than 281 million population, and almost 70% of the population are in the working age or the productive workforce. And Indonesia, we have a resilience with the economic growth with 5% for the 7 consecutive years, even throughout the global challenge that we have like global dynamics in Indonesia. So now let's talk about the Indonesia Special Economic Zones and the distinct advantage that we are offering. So first, we have one-stop services in our SEZ. So all the permit and licensing will be done by our dedicated administrators officers. It's coming from our office. And of course, the government will support both from the central and the local government for the seamless procedures and including the regulation. And we will make sure that all will be done in the zone. And the government also support the infrastructure development surrounding the special economic zone. We also can accommodate multi-sectors. You can choose the industry like manufacturing, tourism, logistic, or probably digital services that align with your interest and also expertise, of course. And then the last one is incentive, that we provide several type of fiscal and non-fiscal incentives that will making investment in our SEZ become more attractive. So how to invest in our SEZ? There are multiple ways to invest in our SEZ. You can participate as a tenant, so you can choose the strategic location that best suits with your operational needs, or you might be able to join with the developers, with the joint ventures, or probably collaboration with the developers. Alternatively, you can also invest in infrastructure provision, such as power plants, water treatment facilities, or other supporting infrastructures. So to further attract investment, Indonesia SEZ offer broad range of incentives. We have tax holidays up to 20 years, exemption from import duties for capital goods and machineries, VAT and luxury tax exemption along with deferred import duties on raw materials and auxiliary goods. And of course, local governments will provide the tax waivers up to 100% for their regional taxes. Additionally, SEZ will provide the streamlined processes for environmental permits, foreign worker visas, and also land use rights. 22 special economic zones that we have surrounding throughout Indonesia, it offers the unique opportunities across various sectors. In technology and innovation, we have a Kendal, SEZ, and Nongsa that focusing on EV manufacturing and also digital services. While in green and blue economic, we also provide Semangke, Arun Lok Sumawe, Sorong, and Morotai that are focusing on sustainable industries. While mining on energy sectors thrive in zones like Galang Batang nearby Singapore and also Palu, which are rich in natural resources. While tourism and hospitality zones like Kura-Kura Bali and Mandalika are central to Indonesia's push to become a global tourist destination. So let me introduce 4 standout special economic zones that are here with us today. You may see it outside. First, we have Gresik Special Economic Zones as a leader in copper downstreaming processing, housing the world's largest single-line copper smelter that's developed by Freeport Indonesia. And then we also have Kendal in here, which is dedicated to industrial development and supports the electric vehicle ecosystem in Central Java. We also have Semangke in North Sumatra that focusing on the palm oil industry, which is led by the Unilever Oleochemical Indonesia, which is specialized in downstreaming for palm oil industries and products. And lastly, we also have the Nongsa Special Economic Zone, which is becoming a hub for IT and digital industries, including the Apple Academy, IBM Cloud Computing, and also the data centers that currently ongoing project by major global players. So today I'm glad to announce that representatives from these 4 special economic zone developers are here today and will be participating in the mini showcase booth. So I encourage you all to visit the booth and engage with the developers to get a deeper understanding of what our special economic zone can offer for your business. So I think that's all my presentation, and thank you for your time and attention today.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bambang Wijanarko. And ladies and gentlemen, for the Special Economic Zone, they also have a booth at Ballroom B, so be sure to explore and learn more about them as they're showcasing various zones, as mentioned by Pak Bambang, from Kendal, Gresik, Semangke, and also Nongsa. Up next, allow me to introduce the second speaker for today, a special advisor in energy who has over 20 years of experience in CCS and CCUS across North America and also Southeast Asia. She is the Executive Director of Indonesia Carbon Capture and Storage Center, ICCSC. Please welcome on the stage Mrs. Belladonna Troxilon Molyanda.
Good morning, everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So just to set up a context, probably some of you thinking I just finished undergrad. I'm old, actually. I'm 40 years old. I have 4 kids, so I hope you take me seriously. So, so yeah, like the I think, we've been talking about diversity, equity, and inclusivity, and so on. But I think, let's embrace the diversity and the differences. When you see different people with different experiences, it doesn't mean we're young. It's just, we cannot do anything about it. I cannot grow beard or mustache, right? So then, I hope you take me seriously. So thank you for inviting me here. I'll be talking a lot about CCS, and then bear with me. So yeah, that's me. I've been in the industry for 20 years. I spent 12 years in Canada, 4 years in Malaysia as an associate professor, and then I just came back to Indonesia in 2020. Basically, now I'm working for Pak Luhut. Some of you probably know him pretty much. And then he's driving the agenda of CCS, carbon capture and storage. And then here we are, Indonesia. We're pretty proud that, we're aiming to be the regional CCS hub in the south part of the global, and then where the northern part is in the Norway or Northern Light Hub. So we're pretty proud with Indonesia. If you see that, we are pretty blessed with all the natural resources for CCS from Sumatra, the western part of Indonesia, to the eastern part of Indonesia in Papua. We have around 600 gigatons. What does it mean? It means we can cater to 1,000 years of Indonesian annual emission domestically. So that's why we want to open for neighboring countries such as Singapore, Japan, and South Korea. So why we want to open to the neighboring countries? Basically, we need the help from the supporting countries such as these leading countries, where all the foreign investors can bring and help Indonesia to build the initial infrastructure for CCS. So then we also have a very strong downstream industries. We have a lot of hard-to-abate industries such as cement, steel, petrochemicals, smelters, and many more. So where all these industries will have the potential to produce low-carbon products. So what are low-carbon products? Basically, we are going to produce the same products, but it's going to be decarbonized. So when we're going to decarbonize the products, we can sell the products at a higher price, especially to the leading or developed countries such as EU. I know for sure you all are aware with the CBAM, and then this carbon border adjustment mechanism will require all the exporting countries such as Indonesia to apply a very viable and feasible decarbonization solution, and then one of them is CCS. So as you know, I think we're exporting around 8% of our steel to EU, and then I think we're going to implement CCS in our steel industries as well. And then we have a very rapid development of CCS, around 15 pre-projects, and then we have around investment around $28 billion. And then we just recently launched presidential decree. We are the first Asian countries that have the CCS regulation. It was launched on January 30th, and then where this presidential regulation will allow the CCS cross-border, it will allow CCS to be implemented by all the industries, and then the CO2 can be captured and injected into saline aquifer, or an area doesn't have to be in the oil and gas working area. And then we have Indonesia CCS Center. We are the only CCS association within the Asia. There is another one in Australia, which is Global CCS Institute. And then we're pretty much strategic located between Pacific, which is Australia, and also the neighboring Asian countries. And then here are our regulatory framework related to CCS. For some of you don't know, we have a lot of regulatory framework related to CCS. Based on Global CCS Institute annual report in 2023, Indonesia is the highest Asian ranking with the regulatory framework. So we are pretty proud with this one. We have presidential regulation, we have ministerial regulation, we have adopted ISO standards to be our national standards. We do have around 4. And then, we do have the financial authority regulation. We have the carbon pricing regulation as well. And then we have partnered with many international organizations such as United Nations, US DOE, and many more. And then we have also launched the first cross-border CCS initiative with Singapore on February 15. We do have a letter of intent to do a CCS cross-border with Singapore. And currently, we are exploring with South Korea and Japan. So Indonesia CCS Center, basically, we are the catalyst organization that fasten all the CCS implementation projects in Indonesia. We have many stakeholders that we have to manage and engage. So for some of you that are interested to do CCS in Asia, you can contact us, because we have many stakeholders from the industries, regulator, and also agencies, universities, and many more. I think from the government agencies, we have JOCMEC from Japan, and then we do have all the public and private sectors. So then these are some of the achievements that we've done throughout the CCS agenda in Indonesia. We have around 30 global speaking engagement. The last one that we are pretty proud of, we were speaking at the COP28 in UAE. We've done a G2G facilitator also for the Singapore and South Japan. And we are also helping the government to develop the regulations such as presidential decree and many more. And also we were the Indonesia's representative in the US site visit. And then I think we're looking forward to be able to collaborate with the EU stakeholders. We know for sure Northern Light Hub is one of the most success stories, and then it was just recently opened last week for the CCS cross-border operation. So we're looking forward to be able to replicate that as well. And then we have the collaborative partnership with some of the international organizations. And then we held and organized the first and second IICCS forum. The last one was on July 31st. It was attended around 3,000 participants. There were from 20 countries that attended this one. And we also held few public engagement. And then this is one of the collaboration with World Bank. We developed the first Indonesian CCS roadmap. And then this is basically to do an alignment between source and sink of the CO2, and then to make sure that all the enablers were there, including the financing, including the regulatory framework, including the partnership, and so on. Because we know that CCS cannot be done as a silo project. It needs to be done as a hub or a cluster type of project, and then where we do need all the type of partnerships such as PPP, collaboration between the government and the industries, and so on. So then we launched this one as the first Indonesian CCS roadmap, and then World Bank supported this roadmap development continuously. So yeah, basically that's all. We would just want to say that Indonesia is poised to become the regional CCS hub. And then, we are pretty much aware that we're competing with the neighboring countries such as Malaysia, Timor-Leste, and Australia, but we're pretty confident with all the natural resources, with the put in place regulatory framework, and then all the partnership. And then we also made a very significant partnership such as CCS cross-border with the Singaporean government, and then looking forward for the future CCS cross-border with Japan and South Korea. And then we are also developing the derivative regulation to give assurance to investors that we are ready, we are capable with all the regulatory framework to do the CCS cross-border and also CCS domestically. And then we are pretty open for the collaboration with the other stakeholders in CCS, especially from EU, because we know for sure EU is one of the leader in CCS landscape and agenda. I think that's all from me. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Belladonna, for an insightful presentation. I personally think not looking a day over 25 is a superpower that we all wish we had as well. Thank you very much, Mrs. Belladonna. Now, ladies and gentlemen, our next speaker is a visionary young startup CEO of a company that transforms how we visualize information through augmented and virtual reality. Let's welcome the founder and CEO of Assembler, Mr. Hasbi Asyadik.
Hi everyone, happy to be here. I'm Hasbi, founder and CEO of Assembler. So yeah, I would love to share what we've built for a couple of years on democratizing the immersive technology. So it will be a bit visual and animation, so hopefully everyone loves animations and stuff, yeah? So yeah, this is our mission. We want to help users to visualize informations in the most interactive way possible. Because we believe the way people access information in the future will be through immersive technology. That's why we want to democratize it, so everyone can create and access immersive content as simple as drag and drop. So they can present information in the most interactive and immersive way possible. Why is it matters? Because to make immersive content, it is really hard. It is very complex. Users have to understand on how to operate this professional software, from creating 3D model and animations using professional 3D software, and then bring to another software to add another interactivity, and then bring to iOS and Android to make it available for the whole user. And this whole process took months, and it's no way we can democratize this technology. So we come with the solutions where we simplify the process. So everyone can present their information, whether it is for training, for marketing, for campaign, for educations, for anything, as simple as drag and drop. In a simple term, it is like Canva, but for 3D and AR, like that. So this is a bit of the video to show on how I hope the video is playing correctly. Can we play the, okay. Because without video, it's a bit hard to explain, right? Okay, so, right, let me, okay, sorry. Could you please? No worries, let's play the imaginations, yeah? Okay, so basically, you can view a 3D object in front of you. Maybe, or if you have a counter with like Pokemon Go, so basically you can present a 3D interactive object in front of you like a hologram. So since we simplify the process of the creating and accessing the content, the growth of the project created and project viewed globally is increasing significantly, meaning that the tech, we successfully simplified it for everyone, from teacher to a business owner like that. So basically, there are two sectors that benefit the most. Number one is education, because it is highly interactive, it is highly visual, where teachers all over the world using assembler to visualize like math, physics, STEM, and it is fun because people can interact directly with the object as if the object is in front of them. Like they can collaborate with the teacher, with the student, with each other. And then on the second sectors is on the business side, where businesses can present their product, their information, their campaign, even the training for their own employees in the most interactive way possible. So yeah, no need to read the manuals, everything can be guided by the augmented reality technology easily. So in some of the businesses case, we've been working with several high-profile clients from for all over the world. So we've been working with WWF, where we help Apple and WWF to present a campaign in China to show that we can teach people in the most interactive way about sustainable forests, where everyone can, explore the forest, the virtual forest, everywhere in the world, even in your living room. So you can simulate a forest. Let's play the imaginations, okay? Because the video is not working. So you can visualize the forest, and then you can walk around, you can explore, and then along the way, you can get the information about how to make the forest sustainable like that. It's educational, but somehow there's some gamification in it, and everyone loves it. And it's very efficient to deliver the information. And then there's another case where the brand can present their product in augmented reality format, where everyone no need to go to the store to get the feel of the product itself. They can just visualize the product in front of them, like this bike, and then you can customize the bike. For instance, if you want to change the specifications, the color, the accessory, everything can be done in using your smartphone in at home, like that. And then there's also the case where enterprises using assembler to help their employee to train about the specific machine with the specific instructions like that. So for instance, every time there's an error or problem in the field, they no need to like always contact the technician. They can just use the phone and then follow the instructions, step by step, all guided through immersive technology. And everything will be in front of you. You can just follow the steps and problem solve like that. We also been quite close working with Apple in terms of the streamlining the process to make this technology democratized for everyone. Because as we noticed that the phone is already reached the peak. So basically every year they just, it's another same phone, right? So it's gonna be the next big things where everyone will access the information through our glasses. So some of the companies like Meta, Google, Microsoft, Apple, they've been working quite intense to bring this next technology to be, eventually will be for everyone to use on everyday life. So now let's talk a bit about the educations. So basically, thanks God. So the video is working now. So on the education side, teacher can present the concept. We provide with 6,000 plus 3D model ready to use, where they can visualize the object in augmented reality format, where everyone can interact with it without having to interact with the actual animal, for instance. And they can do some simulations on top of it. And this technology now becomes accessible even for the second or third tier cities, where everyone can just use a browser, and then they can also even embed to Canva, because everyone loves Canva, right? And we made the flow is so seamless, so everyone can use it, right? Like that. We've been used by 60 plus countries all across the world, from the US, some countries from Europe, like Italy, Portugal, Spain, our neighbor country like Malaysia, Singapore, etc., etc. And it is starting to go on the right directions, where everyone now can have access to immersive technology. And based on research, it increased many aspects in terms of education, which is the interest of increase the student interest and motivations, the cognitive abilities, learning outcome, and increasing the teacher skill, like that. So that's all from me. I'm Hasbi. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Mr. Hasbi, for a very interesting presentation. As you can see, the technology is very immersive. Therefore, if you want to immerse more into it, you can also come to their booth in Ballroom B. You'll meet the assembler booth in Ballroom B and take some time to explore their product innovations. And as you can see in Mas Hasbi's presentation, there are some videos problems. Tadi Mas Hasbi, there's some problems with the video. So you could probably come to their booth to witness the video at their booth, and you'll see how the augmented reality and the virtual reality that assembler has created, as Mas Hasbi said, it's like a Canva with augmented reality. So exciting to see how the technology will develop in cooperation with companies like Assembler, working with Apple, especially with their devices such as the Apple Vision, which, as Mr. Hasbi said, will be the future of your smartphones, because your smartphones has been looking the same for the last, 10 years? It hasn't changed at all. It's just a black screen. So it'll be exciting to see what technologies such as the virtual reality and augmented reality will present to us and what we could do. So if you want to know more, you could talk to Mr. Hasbi, who will be joining us for the network lunch as well. And ladies and gentlemen, we would like to take this moment to welcome the Vice Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Indonesia, Mr. Pahala Nugraha Mansuri. Thank you very much for joining us, Vice Minister. And we've just witnessed the presentation from Assembler. And let us continue with the presentations for today. Our next speaker has a background of over 30 years in the biopharmaceutical industry. And we will continue, but first of all, we will hear the keynote speech, which will be delivered by the Vice Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Indonesia. Therefore, please welcome on the stage for his keynote speech, Bapak Pahala Nugraha Mansuri.
Thank you very much. Very good morning, Excellencies, Ambassadors, distinguished guests, friends, our European as well as Indonesia business friends, ladies and gentlemen, Pak Irjen, Pak Sahli, all of our team from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Very good morning, first of all, for all of us, and it is actually a pleasure for me to be able to attend this forum, the Indonesia-Europe Business Forum 2024 in Jakarta. This is actually the third series of the forum since we had the inaugural event in 2022, I also had the pleasure to be able to open the event last year, and I hope that this forum will continue to be able to build the momentum to surpass the successes of the previous years. I would like to also express my appreciation to all of you attending this forum. I was informed that this forum are attended by approximately 500 business delegations, representatives from Europe as well as Indonesia, who is actually attending this forum today. This, of course, reflects the significance of IEBF as a platform for us to continue to develop economic cooperation between Indonesia and Europe. We are actually today having this meeting in the middle of a quite difficult global economic situation. Global growth is projected to remain modest in 2024 and continuing to be remaining modest in 2025. This is actually due to the fact of the persisting geopolitical risk that could lead to volatility in the commodity prices. In addition to that, the geopolitical situation leads to the trade fragmentation as well as the investment fragmentation, and of course the proliferation of various trade restrictive measures that can dampen the slow uptick in the trade growth. Given this situation, Indonesia and Europe should continue to strengthen our business-to-business cooperation to be able to facilitate greater two-way trade between Indonesia and Europe, as well as to be able to grow investment to pursue economic growth. Indonesia and Europe has vast opportunities. Indonesia, as you know, right now is one of the largest economy in the world. We are the 16th largest economy, and we'll be able to continue to grow. If we are going to be able to continue to grow at 5 to 8%, Indonesia is expected to become the 5th largest economy by the year of 2045. This is something that is already being aspired by Indonesian government as vision by Indonesia Golden Vision 2045. Europe, of course, is the largest economy in the world with GDP per capita of 25,000 euro and 440 million consumers. Europe has also been seen as a steady recovery of economic growth after a period of slowdown. Therefore, Indonesia and Europe already have a strong modality for cooperation. Indonesia and Europe share a deep-rooted relationship built on centuries of cultural exchange and economic ties. Our partnerships is growing stronger over the years, driven by our shared commitment of peace, security, and prosperity. We have also been working very closely on various issues through bilateral as well as multilateral forums. This long history of good cooperation based on trust and also understanding have resulted in mutually beneficial cooperation in many areas. Particularly in the economic sector, our economic partnership has grown significantly. Trade between Indonesia and Europe has actually surpassed the pre-pandemic level. In 2019, bilateral trade reached about 34 billion US dollar, while in 2023, it has increased to about 43.2 billion US dollar. Over the past decade, from 2014 to 2023, the cumulative value of trade between Indonesia and Europe has already exceeded 375 billion US dollar. And Indonesia is becoming an increasingly important market as well as an important investment destination for European companies. Total investment of European companies in Indonesia reached 3 billion US dollar in the year of 2023, a 4.4% increase from the previous year. This is actually showing that even though that Indonesia and Europe actually has a significant potential, but there are many areas that is currently still being untapped. We need to work very hard to be able to realize the potentials. For the European countries, Indonesia should not only present an opportunity for a market, but also serves as a strategic gateway to the vast market of Asia as well as Southeast Asia. Beyond its free trade agreement with all ASEAN and G7 members, Indonesia has also established FTAs with Australia, Japan, South Korea, Pakistan, India, China, and Hong Kong, and also as part of the member of the regional comprehensive economic partnerships. All these also present opportunities for European countries to expand their market reach by leveraging on Indonesia as a strategic hub. On the other hand, European countries is actually becoming a significant partners for Indonesia, as they remain an important source of foreign direct investments and offer access to advanced technologies, capital, as well as markets. Indonesia has already established a CEPA, or Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement, with the European Free Trade Association, and is currently negotiating a CEPA with European Union. We hope that these comprehensive economic partnership agreements can further deepen the economic relationships between Indonesia and European countries. Going forward, I think that there are some sectors that collectively we should continue to pursue a much deeper cooperation. First, in the area of technology and innovation, Indonesia has already made development of its digital economy as one of the largest in Asia, and also right now the technology sector is one of our priority sector. Digital economy right now is one of the fastest growing sectors in Indonesia as well as ASEAN. Indonesia digital economy is the largest amongst the ASEAN members. And currently, ASEAN is developing what we call a digital economy framework agreement that is poised to increase the value of our digital economy from approximately about $1 trillion by the year of 2030 to about $2 trillion by the year of 2030. So we believe that the digital economy framework agreement will double the size of our digital economy by the year of 2030. Developing digital economy requires rapid development and deployment of technology, including that of semiconductor. Then Indonesia is currently developing a roadmap of our silica industry development for 2025 until 2035 to become part of an important global supply chain of semiconductor. And European countries have strength in the semiconductor value chain, with market share that is expected to increase to 20% by 2030. I hope that digital economy, semiconductor, as well as the other sector related with digital economy can become part of the focus of collaboration between Indonesia and Europe going forward. Second, green and blue economy. Green economy is the sector of the future. Indonesia sees the development of climate as more of an opportunity. We would like to see this as an opportunity for Indonesia to be able to grow our green economy. Some of the areas that Indonesia and European countries can collaborate, including in the area of how are we going to be able to work together to develop a much stronger battery ecosystem value chain. And also how are we going to be able to together develop the renewable energy capacities in Indonesia, and also other areas that is related with sustainability sectors such as sustainability in plantation, infrastructure, as well as to be able to realize the potential of Indonesia as a carbon capture hub of the world. And also how are we going to be able to develop carbon capture, utilization, and storage. On blue economy, this is actually one of the areas that Indonesia is actually putting a lot of emphasis. And I think this is actually going to be one of the sectors that will become one of the priority for the government in the future, being the largest archipelagic country in the world. We have already developed a roadmap of blue economy for the year of 2023 until 2045, focusing on some sectors such as marine capture fisheries, marine-based industries, transport and logistics, as well as tourism. I hope that the European business community during this event can also explore an opportunity, how are we going to be able to develop the blue economy together. Third, tourism and creative industry. Tourism plays an important part in Indonesia's economy and livelihood. It contributes to about 4.1% of Indonesia's GDP and also employs about 22 million population in Indonesia. This sector is also very highly interlinked with the creative sectors. Combined, the contribution of these sectors to Indonesia is even more significant. I hope that also through this forum, we can explore how are we going to be able to collaborate in developing the creative economy as well as the tourism industry between Indonesia and our European counterparts. And also in the development of tourism-related industries such as special economic zone in medication, in hospitality, connectivity, as well as creative industry. Fourth, healthcare. The COVID-19 pandemic has taught an important lesson to all of us that we need to develop a much more robust and resilient supply chain in producing healthcare-related products. This is also one of the sectors that Indonesia is putting a lot of emphasis and priority on. The European countries and the European businesses have extensive experience and technology to strengthen the health sector. I hope that this forum can also explore cooperation in the healthcare sector, including how are we going to be able to develop a much more stronger healthcare and hospitality sector in Indonesia. Fifth, manufacturing and processing. As Indonesia is working towards its goal of becoming an advanced economy, we are continuously developing and deepening our manufacturing sector. Government has already created an ambitious manufacturing blueprint for Indonesia, focusing on 5 priority sectors, namely food and beverages, textile and clothing, chemistry, automotive, and electronics. We are also pursuing value addition in our industry, including critical minerals and processing. And as European companies are seeking to de-risk its global supply chain, Indonesia stands ready to become a partner and alternative for manufacturing and processing hub for European companies, and to be able to continue to develop Indonesia as the manufacturing hub and trade hub for our European counterparts. Distinguished guests, ambassadors, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that through this IEBF cooperation in the sectors that we already mentioned, as well as in the many other areas, can also be enhanced. I encourage all of you to take advantage of this event by actively participating in the business pitching, business matching, as well as to see the expo, how are we going to be able to showcase the products and commodities of our Indonesian companies, and connecting with potential partners, accessing new markets, and also how are we going to be able to work together to accelerate our business growth. I think beyond mutual economic benefit, cooperation, exchanges, network between Indonesia and European businesses can also support in enhancing closer relationship between our countries. This close relationship is even more important and needed in the increasingly challenging environment they have already mentioned. We have seen instances in which business-to-business cooperation can bring countries together to enhance integration instead of fragmentation, to pursue shared successes instead of concentrated wealth, and to tackle global challenges together. I hope that this IEBF 2024 could serve as more than just business forum, but also can serve as a platform for us to see how are we going to be able to cooperate and partner and to drive sustainable growth in the future, so that Indonesia and European countries can move forward together. To conclude, I want to express my sincere appreciation to our European partners for their continued support and collaboration. Together, we can build a stronger and more prosperous future for both Indonesia and Europe, based on the principles of equality, fairness, and mutual benefits. Thank you very much, and have a very good productive meeting and very good productive forum in the next several days. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, Mr. Pahala Nugraha Masri, the Vice Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Indonesia. And distinguished delegates, as you might realize, we already have 3 pitches that have been presented, but we have 3 more, of course, and we will be continuing after witnessing the signing. Therefore, we'd like to continue with the signing announcement. Distinguished delegates, we would like to announce several significant signings between Indonesia and European countries this year. Please kindly shift your attention to the screen. The first signing is between Medco Energy Lab Group and AEN Raw Materials Slovakia, joining forces to form a strategic battery alliance, improving battery supply chains in Europe and boosting renewable energy innovation with processing facilities in Indonesia. The second cooperation or signing is between PT Pupuk Indonesia and Rokosan. Yes, you may give a round of applause for the first signing there. And our second signing is for PT Pupuk Indonesia and Rokosan SRO Slovakia, collaborating to develop innovative organic fertilizers, enhancing food security and promoting sustainable agricultural practices. And our third signing is PT Pupuk Indonesia and Topsoe Copenhagen Atomics Aalborg CSP Denmark, who are working together to create pink ammonia, a low-carbon fuel powered by thorium, a partnership that is working towards clean energy for a sustainable future. Let's get a round of applause for this partnership. And our next partnership is PT Mayora and Kuknish Viata Poland, securing a deal at the 6th Warsaw Food Expo for the purchase of Indonesian confectionery product, a step to introducing Indonesian sweets to the Polish market. Let's give a round of applause to PT Mayora and Kuknish Viata. And our next agreement is with PT Poli Jaya Medical Indonesia and Association Southeast Regional Center Health Bulgaria, collaborating to enhance trade in medical equipment, boosting access to Indonesian healthcare products, and improving hospital services in Bulgaria. And our next signing is between PT Pertamina Power Indonesia and PT Pertamina Geothermal Energy and Genvia France to develop green hydrogen production through advanced technology integration, supporting Indonesia's transition to sustainable energy. And our 7th signing is Veron Indonesia and Bioton Poland, supplying Bioton Poland with advanced diabetes medication featuring sustained release technology, a partnership that aims to enhance pharmaceutical innovation and improve healthcare outcomes. Let's give a big round of applause to all the business signing announcements today. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we will now commence with the long-awaited business signing ceremony. Today, we'll also have several agreements which will be signed today between fellow Indonesian and European stakeholders. The committee has helped in arranging the agreements to be signed here today, right now, in the Indonesia-Europe Business Forum 2024. Excellencies, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, for the first batch of business signing ceremony, there will be an agreement, LOI, between FP Group Limited from Bosnia and Herzegovina and PT Adimas Mitra Utama to explore trade in Indonesian coffee and vanilla, aiming to boost exports of Indonesia's premium agriculture products. That will be the first one. The second one is FP Group Limited will also sign an LOI with PT Multi Indoor Goods Perkasa on the trade of a wide range of Indonesian skincare, hair care, and personal care products, expanding Indonesia's footprint in the European beauty sector. And also, FP Group Limited will also sign an LOI with PT Indo Rempah Commodities on potential trade in Indonesian spices and commodities, including desiccated coconut, cassia vera, coconut sugar, cloves, and nutmeg. These 3 LOIs signed between FP Group Limited and its Indonesian counterparts aim to enhance exports in Indonesian products while also strengthening economic ties between Indonesia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, and the broader European market. Let's invite on the stage, let's give a round of applause to honorable representatives of the respective companies from FP Group Limited, PT Adimas Mitra Utama, PT Multi Indo Goods Perkasa, and PT Indo Rempah. Gentlemen, you may sign the documents. We'll start with the first document between FP Group with PT Adimas Mitra Utama. And you may exchange documents to be signed. You may exchange the documents. It's still the same table. Exchange the documents to be signed. Excellent. If you may raise up the documents for the cameras to take a picture. Let's give a round of applause for the signing of the first agreement. Thank you very much. And FP Group Limited will move on to the next signing to the table on your right. You may leave the document on the table. And we'll move on to the next signing, also involving FP Group Limited from Bosnia and Herzegovina. And yes, gentlemen, you may sign the documents. And same steps, you may exchange documents to be signed. Exchange documents first. This is the signing of FP Group Limited with PT Multi Indo Goods Perkasa. You may raise the documents and let's take a picture of the signing. Let's give a round of applause for the second signing. Thank you very much. You may leave the documents on the table and we'll be moving on to the third signing between FP Group Limited with PT Indo Rempah Commodities. Gentlemen, you may start signing the documents. And exchange documents to be signed. And you may raise the documents to be shown for a picture. Let's give another round of applause for the third signing. FP Group Limited with PT Indo Rempah Commodities. You may leave the documents on the table and let's take a picture together, everyone. Let's move to the middle of the stage. Yes. You may leave the documents and take a picture together at the center of the stage. Let's take one more picture together. And ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause for the first batch of business signings of IEBF 2024. Thank you very much, gentlemen. You may return to your seats. Thank you very much. And that has been the first signing or the first batch of signing that we will be witnessing today between FP Group Limited with PT Adimas Mitra Utama, PT Multi Indo Goods Perkasa, and PT Indo Rempah. Now, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, for the second batch of signing is between Kopi Bali Nusantara and Coffee Veronia Slovakia. They will be working together to enhance coffee industry by importing Indonesian high-quality coffee beans to Slovakia, exploring the establishment of a central warehouse in Europe, and training opportunities through the Academy of Coffee. And also, the next agreement is PT Aceh Agro and Embassy Trade of Turkey will also sign an LOI to explore partnership in the trade of Indonesian Arabica coffee beans, paving the way for future collaboration in the coffee industry. Let's now invite on stage honorable representatives of the respective companies from Kopi Bali Nusantara, Coffee Veronia, PT Aceh Agro, and Embassy Trade of Turkey. Gentlemen, you may take your places behind the desk. And as you are ready, gentlemen, you may pick up the pens and you may sign the documents. And I exchange documents to be signed. will exchange the documents to be signed as well. Okay, while they're shaking hands, you may take a picture there. Let's let's raise the documents and take a photo together. Okay, let's take a photo for everyone. Oh, we're still signing the first documents. Let's give a round of applause to the first signing here on the second batch. Congratulations. And gentlemen, if you may raise your documents, we'll take a picture of the second signing. Let's give a round of applause to the second signing in the second batch. Congratulations. And I guess everyone could pick up the documents and we'll take a big picture together to capture the whole second batch from Kopi Bali Nusantara, Coffee Veronia, and PT IC Agro and Embassy Trade of Turkey. Let's give a big round of applause for the second batch of business signings of IEBF 2024. Gentlemen, you may return to your seats. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now for the third batch of signing, I would now like to call the attention of the audience to witness the signing between FIMA Royal Garta Vardana and Cosinus Croatia, who have agreed on an LOI to explore joint efforts in the CBAM sector with a focus on sustainable business practices and innovative technologies in Indonesia. And also the signing between PT Wahana Citra Nabati and Equitable Bulgaria, who will be partnering up to boost palm oil trade, focusing on enhancing local supply and exploring long-term sustainable collaboration. We would like to invite on stage honorable representatives of the respective companies from FIMA Royal Garta Vardana and PT Wahana Citra Nabati. Please welcome on stage representatives from both companies. And we will also be showing on the screen a photo of representatives from Cosinus Croatia and also from Equitable, who have already signed the documents as well. Therefore, we'll continue with signing the documents here during the IEBF 2024. Gentlemen, you may sign the documents. Gentlemen, if you may raise the documents for a photo. Thank you very much. Let's take this moment for a photo. Let's give a big round of applause for this agreement signing. Thank you very much, gentlemen. You may return to your seats. And those were the three batches of signing to be conducted in the IEBF 2024. We are very excited to see what cooperations we will see in the future between the companies who have conducted the signing here today. This is a continuation from IEBF last year, 2023. As mentioned, we have also seen signings during that event, and we thank the committee for also arranging the signings to be conducted in the IEBF 2024. Now, ladies and gentlemen, once again, I'd like to remind you that we still have three pitches that we will be listening. A very exciting pitch coming up. Three speakers are preparing themselves for the pitchings, but we will continue first with remarks that we would like to hear from the chairman of APindo, Asosiasi Pengusaha Indonesia, which is the Employers Association of Indonesia. Therefore, please join me in welcoming with a warm applause Mrs. Sinta Wijaya Kamdani.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, Your Excellency Bapak Pahala Mansyuri, the Vice Minister of Foreign Affairs, the Republic of Indonesia, Ambassador and Government Representative of Indonesia and European countries, esteemed business leaders, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, allow me to thank Pak Pahala and the foreign ministries for hosting the Indonesia-Europe Business Forum 2024 as a forum to facilitate Indonesian business to meetings with European business players so close at home, allowing Indonesian business of all scale to participate and know better the business opportunity we may have with the European business player. I would like to also warmly welcome all distinguished delegation who have traveled all the way to Jakarta to attend IABF. I hope you will have pleasant time to explore the city or perhaps other places in Indonesia beyond making business here. To those of you who may not be familiar with many of the organizations in Indonesia, we, the business organization in Indonesia, actually represent many of businesses from various sectors. And these days, one area that we've been very much actively engaged is supporting the Indonesian government to also promote structural economic reform, facilitating trade and investment with Indonesia's strategic economic partners, including through the conclusion, we hope, of the Indonesian-EU Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement, EU-CEPA, and accelerate Indonesia accession to the OECD, ensuring a world-class business environment for Indonesia and European business community to collaborate. Under the theme promoting Indonesia-Europe business collaboration towards a more sustainable and equitable economic development, I believe this forum will give additional value to the landscape of bilateral trade relations between Indonesia and European countries, especially in fostering sustainable economic growth and enhancing mutual investment opportunities. Ladies and gentlemen, Indonesia is the critical mass of Southeast Asian economy. We are one of the fastest growing, the biggest, and the most dynamic emerging market economies on the world today. Just last year, Indonesia is recorded as the second fastest growing economy in G20. Despite persistent global economic challenges, Indonesia has maintained its growth momentum, recording a year-on-year growth to 5.05% in the second quarter of 2024, following a 5.11% rise in the first quarter. This resilience highlights the strength of Indonesian economy driven by robust domestic consumption, export, and inbound investment. Despite the election we have this year, Indonesia investment climate remains stable and resilient. When the world is struggling to curb high inflation, Indonesia inflation has been well within Indonesia government target range since 2022. In fact, investment realization for the January-June period of 2024 reached an impressive of 829.9 trillion rupiah, a 22.3% increase compared to the same period in 2023. It makes more than half of the 2024 investment target at 1,650 trillion rupiah, displaying the strong confidence that both domestic and international investors may have on Indonesia economic potential. To Indonesia, Europe is a strategic partner in our economy to which we can further expand and deepen our trade and investment relations through this forum. Europe as a whole ranked with the top 5 largest trading partner of our nation. In 2023, the total trade volume between Indonesia and Europe reached an impressive of $30.77 billion, with Indonesia achieving a trade surplus of $2.57 billion. Despite the achievement we have thus far in economic relations, we realize that the European has far more to business potential that Indonesia has not yet tapped. Despite the robust trade, Indonesia export to Europe is still dominated by commodities like CPO, fatty acid, biofuels, and coppers, which makes the trade performance fluctuate to the swing of global commodity prices. Our economic activity with Europe is also clustered to a selected few European countries, leaving many untapped business potential for Indonesia with many high-income economies in Europe, such as Ireland, Denmark, Austria, Sweden, Czechoslovakia, Croatia, and many, many others. This brings us to the significance of this forum. IEBF represents a strategic platform to explore new opportunity for collaboration, innovation, and investment. Through business pitching and business matching session, this business forum not only connects Indonesia and European businesses with potential partners and investors, but also allows us to uncover the potential of European countries that we may not have fully explored before, identifying untapped business opportunity that can lead to mutually beneficial venture. Moreover, the forum focuses on 5 key sectoral clusters: technology and innovation, green and blue economy, tourism and culture, creative industries, and health industries. The strategic focus reflects the immense potential these sectors hold for both Indonesia and Europe. On the other hand, one of the key objectives of IEBF 2024 is to promote Indonesia's special economic zone, which offers significant opportunities for European investors looking to expand their footprint in Southeast Asia. The potential of Indonesia's special economic zone is substantial. These zones are designed to attract foreign investment by providing various incentives, including tax breaks, simplified regulations, and enhanced infrastructures. Established in strategically selected locations throughout the archipelago, areas rich to natural resources, vibrant urban centers, and critical transportation hubs, this special economic zone creates a unique opportunity for European countries to leverage Indonesia's growing market and diverse economic landscape. Ladies and gentlemen, as Indonesia moves forward to be a high-income country, as envisioned in our Golden Indonesia 2045, I'm inviting all of you to materialize all trade and investment opportunities that Indonesia and Europe have to one another. Indonesia business is ready to collaborate and innovate, ensuring that we harness our collective strength for mutual growth. So let's actively engage, let's have exchanges, and let's do business together. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, the chairperson of Apindo, Bu Shinta Wijaya Kamdani. Thank you for your remarks in the Indonesia-Europe Business Forum 2024. And ladies and gentlemen, we'd just like to remind you that we still have 3 exciting pitchings from Bio Farma, from Mustika Ratu, and also from the animation industry of Indonesia that we will be commencing later on as well. So please stay here to listen to those 3 very interesting pitchings. But we'll also like to appreciate the several business signings that have been facilitated by the Foreign Missions of Europe since IEBF 2023, with more to come in business matchings today and tomorrow. Now, this reflects just a portion of the partnerships being developed between Indonesia and Europe, thanks to the hard work of our representatives. Let's give a warm applause to anticipate more opportunities ahead between Indonesia and Europe. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we would now like to take this special moment for a special photo session. Therefore, I would like to call all representatives of today's signing ceremony to please return on stage for a special photo session. Once again, we invite all representatives of today's signing ceremony to please come up on stage for a special photo session. These are the parties that will enhance collaboration between Indonesia and European companies in the signing today that we have witnessed during the IEBF 2024. As we set up for the photo session, we'd also like to invite the photographers to take your positions for this photo session. Now, to also join for the photo session, we'd like to kindly invite His Excellency Mr. Pahala Nugraha Mansuri, the Vice Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Indonesia, Mrs. Sinta Wijaya Kamdani, Chairwoman of APindo. Also, we invite Mr. Widya Sarnovic, Director for European Affairs 1, and Mr. Winardi Hanafi Luki, Director for European Affairs 2, to also join this photo session. To the photographers, when you're ready. Let's give a big smile for Collaboration. I'll be counting down for the photo in 3, 2, 1. Once again, will the photographers be ready in 3, 2, 1. Let's give a big round of applause. Thank you for your collaboration. Your Excellency, Mr. Pahala Nugraha Mansuri, Bu Sinta, Pak Novik, and also Pak Luki, you may stay on stage. For everyone joining, signing, you may return to your seats. Thank you very much. Once again, let's give a big round of applause. Thank you very much, everyone, for your signing today, and congratulations. Now, we'll continue to the second photo session, a special photo session. Therefore, we would like to invite on stage honorable Indonesian and European ambassadors and consulate generals to join the stage for a photo session. Also, we would like to invite on stage His Excellency Mr. Dindin Wahyudin, Advisor to the Minister of Economic Diplomacy, and His Excellency Mr. Ibnu Wahyu Tomo, Inspectorate General for Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Indonesia. And we'd like to thank all excellencies, ambassadors for joining us today. And we cherish this moment with a photo. If the photographers are ready, let me count down. Oh. Are we ready? Okay. In 3, 2, 1. Once again, I'll be counting down in 3, 2, 1. Thank you very much, Excellencies, Ambassadors. Thank you very much for joining us today. And we look forward to further cooperation between Indonesia and your respective countries. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, you may return to your seats. Excellency Pahala Mansuri, you may also return to your seats. Thank you, Bu Sinta, for joining us. Thank you, Ambassadors. And once again, it is exciting to see how Indonesia and European countries can continue to cooperate and move forward together. And ladies and gentlemen, now we will continue with the pitchings. Therefore, we would like to continue with our next speaker. Our next speaker has a background of over 30 years in the biopharmaceutical industry. We'll be hearing from the Director of Production and Supply Chain of Biopharma Group. Let's welcome with a round of applause, Mrs. Iin Susanti.
So, His Excellency, Bapak Pahala, ladies and gentlemen. So, I'm Iin Susanti. I'm representing Biopharma Group. Would like to introduce our company in this occasion. So, Biopharma is a state-owned company. We are the first largest healthcare services network in Indonesia. We have 1,200 retail pharmacies, 400 clinics, 72 diagnostic laboratories, and every day we touch around more than 100,000 daily visit to our healthcare services. And also we are top 3 of Indonesian pharma company with 6,419 billion revenue and 5% of market share here in Indonesia. Currently, we have more than 1,300 products expected to be launched in the next 3 years. We have another 200 new products. And this is, I never imagined that our product touch around more than 7 million lives per year, because our product has exported to more than 115 countries globally. So we are the 5th largest pharma manufacturer. We have 10 manufacturing in spread over Java and Bali. And then we also have one API manufacturing. This manufacturing is supporting Indonesian initiative to be resilient in the healthcare product. And then we have also 6 largest pharma distributor with 78 distribution arm. So these are our subsidiaries. We all have 19 subsidiaries within Biopharma Group, covering the R&D, manufacturing, distribution, retail, and also clinic and diagnostic lab. So our main portfolio is vaccines. So we have producing vaccines more than 100 years. And we are very proud with our polio vaccines, because our polio vaccine, we supply 80% of polio market in the world globally. So including the vaccine that is used to immunize the children in Gaza, and we are very proud that we can stop, our vaccine can stop the war, although even only for 3 days, but it means a lot for the children in Gaza. So we believe that biotechnology is the future. So we are now expanding our portfolio not only in vaccines, but also in the diagnostic kit, in the sera, and also in the other biotechnological product. Therefore, in this opportunity, we are looking for a partner who can bring our product into European market, but we are also looking for a partner who can join our R&D and manufacturing for the innovative product. So further to the vaccines, we also have an initiative to improve the well-being. Therefore, we are in our portfolio, we have developed the essential oil who can be used for the relaxing and other activities. So we have subsidiaries, which is Syncona Indonesian Lestari, who firstly produced the quinine and its derivative, but currently they produce also the essential oil. So I believe that this product is the next generation product that can improve the well-being of the human. So we believe that with the partnership, we can collaborate and go together and grow up together. So let's collaborate then. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Ian, for your presentation, ready for collaboration with Biopharma. Moving on to our 5th speaker. Our 5th speaker brings over 20 years of experience in retail and sales, having previously held leadership roles at Samsung and Kraft Foods across Asia. Our next speaker is the President Director of Mustika Ratu Tbk. Please welcome on stage Mr. Bingar Egidius Situmorang.
Good morning, Excellencies and distinguished guests. Okay, for the next few minutes, let's imagine that we are in a spa outlets, relaxing with the music and also the aromatherapy. Okay, I'll explain about one of the units of Mustika Ratu, which is about the spa and wellness. as you may all know that Musikaratu was founded by the late Dr. Muriati Sudibyo around like 50 years ago. And then we are actually a public listed company, listed in 1995. And we have a lot of some kind of business lines. So one of them is basically spa and wellness. We have been exporting our products to 43 countries. And last year, basically, we won the award of Halal Award as the best export expansion company. We have two banners of spa, the premium spa called Taman Sari Royal Heritage and the day spa called the House of Musikaratu. The Taman Sari Royal Heritage spa is inspired by the historical Taman Sari Water Palace in Jakarta. So all the treatment and also the amenities was basically inspired by the rich culture of Indonesia, and also the way we treat also the clients are actually using the wisdom of the Indonesian culture. So we have this kind of service in our spa. This all we call the Taman Sari Royal Heritage. So basically it's the premium spa. And also we have spa also in Canada. Oh, okay, there's a celebrity there visiting our spa in Canada. And also we're using all the amenities made of the Indonesian spices. The second banner is the House of Musikaratu Day Spa. And it's more affordable, effective, of course, to treat the fatigue of the client. And similar facility, of course, but without the aqua treatment. Also, because we have this line of spas and also the franchise all over Indonesia, we also have the schools to prepare the spa therapists, which we also cooperate with the government to educate some of the students to be a spa therapist as well as for the makeup artists. So kind of partnership with a lot of the provinces in some of the in Indonesia. And also we supply also amenities for the spa as well as for the hospitality, hotel, and airlines. For example, for Garuda, Marriott Group, and also some other hotels, basically. So we produce also these products ourselves, and then we supply to those hospitality outlets. Not only basically for the bathroom amenities, but also with our partner, we also can supply the towel and linen. Now, what are the opportunities or the collaboration that we can offer to all of you? There are three parts of them. The supply of amenities, okay, to the hotel or also to the airlines, be it the Indonesian or also the European airlines. And also the second one will the expansion of the spa, be it in Indonesia or in Europe. We are ready to cooperate in terms of like joint venture or like direct investment or M&A with and even we are ready to spin off our spa business to make sure that we have the more flexibility to expand rapidly in the world for our spa treatment. And also the education. So because we educate the spa therapists, we also we're able to we're ready now to cooperate to, for example, to train the therapists and supply to being, of course, to all the spa in Indonesia, as well as also, for example, if it's needed. If you have your spa line in Europe and need a skilled therapist for Indonesia, then we'll be able to cooperate with you. We will work also some other partners to make it possible. So that's a short pitching from Musikaratu. We'll be ready to talk outside and discuss more further or detailed cooperation. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Situmorang, the President Director of Musikaratu Tbk. Exciting collaboration ahead for Musikaratu as well in European countries. Ladies and gentlemen, last but not least, our final speaker, who is also currently the CEO of IOTA Creative Media, with a rich background in animation and creative media. He also represents Indonesia on the ASEAN Animation Council. Let's welcome the Secretary General of Indonesian Animation Industry Association, AINAKI, Mr. Eka Chandra.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Please introduce, my name is Eka Chandra. I'm the Secretary General of AINAKI, Indonesia Association of Animation Industry, and also CEO and founder of IOTA Kids. So I will begin the presentation right now. I'm a little bit talk about the industry in Indonesia. As you know, Indonesia is quite big in the numbers of kids. And as you know, I'm also fans, maybe some of the IP is intellectual property from Europe, maybe like Lucky Luke, maybe like Angry Birds, maybe from Poland, from Europe. There's many of them. Okay, so actually, Enaki consists about 156 members, and we are going throughout Indonesia. We have major in Java area, but others we also have in Sumatra and also Kalimantan and Sulawesi. And most of our member consists of services, almost 20%, and other also have about 20% have IPs. And this is some of our members. We have a large company, and also we have a medium and also small companies. Maybe like one of them is like Brownback in Bali. They are coming from supporting by Canada investment, and also we have like MNC and also Kumata in Bandung. And also we are supporting by also the ministry, maybe like Ministry of Trade and also Communication and Industry. And also last year we also have some partnership with Ministry of Trade to create some platform to connect with outside maybe Indonesia, maybe like KBRI, maybe delegation from other country as well, so they can also directly see what we have in Indonesia in our creative market. And you can download our platform here in the QR code. And this is, we also have some partnership with the ministry to create some report in 2020 about Indonesian industry, so you can take a look more detail about what we are having in Indonesia. Based on the data that we have, actually when the pandemic started, actually we are having a very good growth, discerning for the pandemic. It's about 150% from 2015 to 2020, and average growth about 26% per year. And the export in 2020 is about 70 million US dollar. And actually we are going not only in Southeast Asia, but also going to America and also Europe and also other countries as well. So our partnership with other countries is quite established right now. And this is most of Indonesian IP. We have local one, which is already also trying to get some partner from Europe and also other countries as well. And this is some opportunities that maybe I can share with you. Maybe first about the production services. As you know, we have a lot of studio here, and they are having a lot of demand, not only from ASEAN, but also from Europe and also America. Maybe starting about 500 million rupiah, you can also invest on that. And the second one is about IP development. We have many IP that also ready to going out, not only for Indonesia, but also other country. And also from other creative investment, maybe like creating some movie theater in the second tier city Indonesia. Maybe later on I will more forward on that, starting from 5 billion rupiah. And this is some merchandising from our IP, the local. Maybe in the first, you can see about Asian Game market. At the time merchandising, it's sold out when we are having that. The second one is we're having a local partner, Sinchan with Thai Lalat. They're also having a merchandising partnership, also sold out in local. And the last one is from Bumi Langit Merchandise. They are partnership with the local, maybe like Hokpen and other partner as well. And they are partner as well, sold out. And this is what I can tell you before is about Kota Cinema Mall. So this is a partner that we have from Emotion. They are setting a mini theater in the second tier city. The investment starting from 5 billion rupiah. And as you can see, Indonesia having a good time right now with the movie. Maybe like the first one, maybe Akak Lion, it already hit about 9 million viewer in cinema and other as well. And this is our company called Ayota Kids. So this is also, we are looking for partnership, not only for Indonesia, but also other. Maybe last month I also come to Moscow and they are very interesting to partner with us, and also India and also Nigeria. So starting for 5 billion for exclusive country rights. Yeah, thank you for today. Maybe I can share more detail maybe on our booth outside. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Eka Chandra. Indonesia's animation comics have seen great growth throughout the years. I'm also a big fan of Indonesian comics, relate very much to the daily life. So if you want to know more from Inaki, as Mr. Chandra said, you may visit their booth in the area, or the Hall B area, and you could also visit the mini showcase area in Ballroom B. So those are the presentations. Let's give a round of applause to our presenters, or the pitchers today. Thank you so much to those who have pitched today. Thank you for your time. And we hope to see collaborations between them and also with European counterparts. Just a reminder, don't forget to visit the mini showcase area in Ballroom B. There will be an array of booths from Special Economic Zones, the Indonesian Medical Device Manufacturers Association, also from the Indonesian Animation Industry Association, and also startups such as Kecilin, Jejakin, and Assembler, and key government bodies such as the Ministry of Investment and National Capital Authority, or OIKN. They will also be present in Hall B as well. Now, please let me remind you that we will conduct a press briefing for IEBF and INASCA shortly. Last but not least, before we wrap up, we kindly ask you to take a moment to scan the QR code, which is on the back of your ID badge, and fill out the feedback form, as your insights will help improve future IEBF events. Now, after the event, you'll get access to all documentation and the press release through the same QR code. It's just behind your ID badge. You could scan it with your phone there. We value your feedback. And with that being said, please enjoy the networking lunch at the foyer outside. If you have any questions for our speakers, you may ask them during the networking lunch that we will have at the foyer outside. I'm Timothy Marbun. Thank you so much for your attention and for your time. We'll see you again at IEBF next year. Thank you.
Ini negara besar, Indonesia ini negara besar, perlu pemerataan di semua wilayah, timur, tengah, barat, semuanya harus mendapatkan kue yang sama. Sehingga 10 tahun yang lalu saya menyampaikan bukan Jawa sentris, tapi Indonesia sentris. Tidak dari pusat, tetapi membangun dari pinggiran, membangun dari desa, membangun dari wilayah